Hello, welcome back. What would you choose to do if you knew you couldn't fail? That's the message that was coming through. What would you choose to do if you knew you wouldn't fail? What would you choose to do if you knew you wouldn't fail? Is what I'm getting. I feel like somebody who I'm talking to today is trying to please everybody. It's like you're the person who will carry everybody else's baggage and try to remain positive and calm and collected. It's almost like a mommy energy, like a mother. A mother will take on all the burdens of her children and her husband and her job or whatever. It's almost like that energy. I'm not saying that's who I'm talking to, but that's the energy of this reading. It's almost like it's almost like I'm seeing an empress sitting on a chair, the empress card, but with like the ten of swords. It's a weird image what I've got. It's almost like this empress is just being bombarded with energy from other people. That's the vision I've got. It's like imagine the empress energy. Somebody is in the empress energy, but bombarded with information and baggage and problems and drama. And so you're trying really hard to be this empress, to be yourself, to be the wise one, to be the comforter, the nurturer, to keep going, to stay on track, to not show that you are struggling. But I think that you are struggling. It's become too much. And so now you're doubting yourself. I feel like somebody is doubting themselves. So they're trying to hold the scale, like to keep everybody, like you can see both sides. I don't even feel like this energy is about you. It's almost like you're in the middle of a family drama or work drama or some kind of thing, and you're the one in the middle trying to keep the peace, trying to keep everybody balanced, is what I'm getting. It's like you're normal, and because you are that empress, everybody comes to you to fix everything, is what I'm getting. And yeah, it's just like you've had enough. You've actually got to the point where you're so ready to burst and so ready to just quit and leave and go on holiday. It's like that energy I've got. It's like I just need a vacation is the feeling I'm getting. And so when it comes to that comment at the beginning, what would you choose if you knew you couldn't fail? It's almost like what would you do? What choice would you make in the situation if you didn't have to please everybody? Like what would the empress choose is what I'm trying to tell you to say is if you were sitting with the empress without all the noise, if you were the empress without all the noise, without trying to please everybody, without trying to balance the situation out, whose side would you take? Whose voice would you listen is the loudest? Who do you resonate with the most? Who would you stick up for without any prejudice? It's not your favorite child or anything like that. Who would you who would you pick? So in terms of failing, it could relate to like what would you do? You could be in a position where I could be talking to somebody who's just had enough of their job and they want to go independently. I did a reading on this the other day, and you're just trying to please everybody by sticking out the job, and you could be in that situation as well. But what would you choose if you had a choice? Would you choose to stay in that job if you didn't have the bills to pay? I feel like Spirit is telling you it's time to make that choice. Like you cannot keep carrying all of this weight to try and please. I'm definitely getting a people pleaser or or you don't like conflict, you don't like to change, you like your comfort zone, you like, although it's uncomfortable to keep doing it because it weighs so much on you, you'd rather not rock the boat, you'd rather not quit the job, you'd rather not have that fight, you'd rather not take somebody's side in case that person stops talking to you, like even in a friendship group, you know that Jack is telling the truth, but you know that Jill would be upset if you took his side, so you keep quiet. This is spirit telling you it's time to speak up. It's time to make a decision. It's time to be the decisive one for yourself. I'm getting boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. It's time to have some boundaries. Like this justice card, I feel like instead of balancing everybody else out, instead of balancing the situation, it's almost like it's time for you to be balanced. It's time for you to claim that the Empress is so relevant here. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking to a woman. The justice is here for you, as in it's time for you to be balanced. It's time for you to accept that you are the Empress and you can speak up. You can, and you don't have to do. This is the thing, isn't it? You don't with the Empress. If you were the Queen of Swords, that was different. But the Empress energy is coming through. This is you can speak up. You can make a choice. You can make a decision for yourself without having to affect other people, without even having to bring them into the situation. What would you do? What choice would you make if you knew you wouldn't fail? What would you say if you knew you wouldn't upset other people? What would you pick? What job would you pick if you didn't have those bills to pay? What relationship would you be in if you didn't have those kids depending on you? These are just words coming out my mouth. It doesn't necessarily resonate with everybody, but what would you do? That's the message for today is do that. Put the baggage down, put everybody else's noise down. Stop letting their noise affect you. What would you do? What do you want to do? What choice do you want to make that will balance out your life, but put you back in the Empress energy without all that noise around you of that Ten of Swords that I saw? Those birds in that image with the birds. That's the message. Hope it helps. Take care.